Billionaires don't hire the smartest people. They hire the fastest executors. Intelligence without execution is expensive. Degrees don't build empires. Systems do. And that's why the smartest person in the room is rarely the richest. We grow up thinking the smartest student in the room will automatically become the richest person in the room. The one with the highest grades, the most degrees, the best vocabulary, the fastest thinker. But if you study billionaires carefully, something uncomfortable appears. Many of them were not the smartest in the traditional sense. They were not always the best in class. They were not always academically superior. And in many cases, they even dropped out. So why do billionaires often avoid hiring the smartest person in the room? The answer is uncomfortable. Because intelligence without execution is expensive. Billionaires are not building classrooms. They are building systems. And systems do not reward theory. They reward results. When Jeff Bezos was building Amazon, he did not just need brilliant thinkers. He needed operators who could move fast, build infrastructure, and scale logistics. Speed mattered more than perfect analysis. When Elon Musk builds companies, he looks for engineers who can solve real problems under pressure, not people who can debate ideas endlessly. Execution beats intelligence every time. Here is the first truth. Billionaires value speed over perfection. Highly intelligent people often want to get everything right before they move. They analyze deeply. They calculate risks. They refine endlessly. But markets move fast. Opportunities disappear. Technology evolves. A billionaire understands that imperfect action compounds faster than perfect planning. While one person is still designing the perfect strategy, someone else has already launched, tested, failed, adjusted, and improved. Speed creates feedback. Feedback creates growth. Growth creates advantage. That is why execution wins. Second truth. Billionaires value ownership over credentials. A degree proves knowledge. Ownership proves responsibility. When you own something, you think differently. You protect it. You improve it. You scale it. Mark Zuckerberg did not build Facebook because he had the best academic record. He built it because he owned the idea and pushed it relentlessly. Rihanna did not become a billionaire just because she is talented. She became a billionaire because she owned her brand through Fenty. Ownership changed her income from being paid per performance to earning from systems. Smart people often aim to be impressive. Billionaires aim to control assets. That difference changes everything. Third truth. Billionaires think in systems, not tasks. An intelligent employee may focus on doing their task exceptionally well. A billionaire asks, how do I remove myself from this task completely? How do I build something that works without me? How do I create a machine that produces results repeatedly? Systems multiply effort. Tasks consume effort. That is why billionaires do not compete on effort. They compete on structure. Fourth truth. Billionaires avoid ego intelligence. Some highly intelligent people become emotionally attached to being right. They argue. They defend ideas. They resist change because their identity is connected to their intellect. But markets do not reward being right. They reward adaptation. Bezos once said he changes his mind when presented with new information. That flexibility is more valuable than stubborn intelligence. The person who adapts fastest often wins. Fifth truth. Billionaires value emotional stability. Running billion-dollar systems requires calm under pressure. A person can be extremely intelligent but emotionally unstable. One market crash. One product failure. One public backlash. And they collapse. Emotional control is leverage. Discipline is leverage. Long-term vision is leverage. That is why many billionaires look calm, even when billions are fluctuating. They are trained to think in decades, not days. Now here is the part most people misunderstand. Billionaires do hire smart people, but not the kind that only think. They hire intelligent executors. They hire problem solvers. They hire builders. They hire people who can translate intelligence into action. Because intelligence becomes powerful only when it moves. If you are extremely smart but slow, you lose. If you are smart but afraid to take risk, you lose. If you are intelligent but need constant validation, you lose. The market does not pay for potential. It pays for outcomes. Look at Elon Musk again. He surrounds himself with brilliant engineers. But they are not just thinkers. They build rockets. They test prototypes. They work long hours. They solve problems in real time. That is applied intelligence. Applied intelligence compounds. Unapplied intelligence fades. This is why some of the smartest graduates struggle financially. They were trained to answer questions, but not to create systems. They were trained to follow structure, but not to design structure. Billionaires are architects of leverage. Leverage is the real secret. Leverage means using code, media, capital, or people to multiply output without multiplying effort. You cannot argue your way into leverage. You build it. You cannot debate your way into ownership. You acquire it. You cannot analyze your way into dominance. You execute your way there. So when people say billionaires avoid smart people, what they really mean is this: they avoid static intelligence. They avoid theoretical intelligence. They avoid ego-driven intelligence. They prioritize adaptive, disciplined, system-oriented intelligence. And here is where it becomes personal. Ask yourself, are you optimizing to look smart? Or are you optimizing to build something that works? Do you spend more time learning than launching? Do you debate more than you test? Do you correct others more than you create? The shift is subtle but powerful. The world rewards visible intelligence in school, but it rewards invisible leverage in business. That is why you will often see the quiet operator outperform the loud intellectual. Because the operator is compounding. Compounding is slow at first. Then it becomes unstoppable. The billionaire mindset is not about being the smartest. It is about being the most aligned with reality. Reality does not care about degrees. It cares about value creation. It cares about scalability. It cares about repeatable systems. This does not mean intelligence is useless. It means intelligence must serve execution. Knowledge must serve structure. Thinking must serve building. And building must serve ownership. When intelligence aligns with discipline, systems, and leverage, wealth becomes predictable. That is why billionaires win. Not because they are superhuman. Not because they are lucky. But because they prioritize execution over ego. Systems over status. Ownership over appearance. Long-term positioning over short-term validation. And once you understand this, you stop trying to look smart. You start trying to build something that survives without you. That is the real difference. That is why they win.